What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we got finally an airbag. We finally were able to track one down. So today the game plan is to swap out the bags and take this out, take out the seatbelt and take it and get it replaced, and pull out the airbag module and get that reset. So I've done some research and it's supposed to be under the shifter. So we're going to try to get to it and pull it out and possibly get it reset. And then for the rest of the car, I'm going to attempt to take the wing off of it and hopefully start getting it prepped for paint. And we got a couple of parts. We got the airbag. Fog lights finally came in for it. I got the yellow ones. Got the fog lights, and then we got a badge for the grill, the SI badge for the grill. And in the last video I didn't mention, a lot of footage was cut, unfortunately, but the radiator and condenser was a pain. It cost me a lot of headache to get it done. Let me show you. So the way it was on the car, what they did was I changed that out because the original clip that came with the car was literally right there. So on the old radiator I had to break off this little nozzle in order to get to the clip to take it off. So it was completely a pain, and it was the same way on both top and bottom. So the radiator and condenser gave me a little bit of a struggle, but we got it. It was a learning point. It's nothing difficult. Surprisingly, you know, just undo this bolt, undo that bolt, and then all of these. And then from the bottom, it just pops right up. It's not connected on the bottom. It just sits into little rubber holders in the support, and it just comes right out. So it wasn't that difficult, but some of the things gave me problems. And I also took off the hood latch, or the hood hook, or whatever you want to call it. You know, just these 3 bolts right there, and it just comes right off. So in all, today we are going to remove the airbag, attempt to get to the module, and then try to get the seatbelt out. And I know that it's kind of hard to see, but this whole plastic thing, I'm gonna switch my light to the other side so you can see better and try to take out this seatbelt. I know we're gonna have to probably remove all the plastic here to get to it, so this should be fun. So to take off the airbag, it's on 2 bolts. I don't know if you can see them, probably not. It's a little dark, but it's on 2 on each side, 2 bolts, stars. I want to say T30, T35, I'm not 100% sure. And then on the bottom, there's a little access area, which is this. You pull that out, and that's where you unplug. See if you can see that. See, that's where you unplug the airbag to get it out. So you unscrew it and then unplug it, and it should pop right out. So, and then we're gonna have to pop this off in order to get to the module. So we'll get cracking on that. so we got the airbag in. Looks good. A little bit of spots on it that need to be cleaned up a bit, but besides that, it looks good. And then airbag module is right in there. Let me see if I can get a light. It's right there, little guy, sitting just right there, chilling. And the center was very easy to take off. It's just literally on clips and it pops right up, so it wasn't too difficult. So let's attempt to get it out somehow. I don't know how it's holding in there, but can't really tell what's holding it down, but we'll try to squeeze it out. Okay, so it's not going to work getting to it because the bolts are right there. So it's a little bit of a task. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop up the center. 2 bolts right here, 2 Phillips or size 10, and then 2 clips right here on the side. So we're going to try to pop this up and make it easier because it's really hard to get to it with this. And I don't have nothing else, so we're going to try to pop it out. We got it out, the airbag module. Boy, was that a task. It is so hard to get, it sits like this, and it's so hard to get to the freaking bolts that it was a pain in the butt. By the time I got to them, I hurt myself here, there, scratched up all my hands. That was the worst thing ever, and I wish for no one to repeat that again. And I can imagine how hard it was to pull it out. I can imagine how hard it is to put it back in. So that's gonna be a fun task. So we're gonna take this and get it reset, and we're gonna take the seat belt with it to get repaired. All right, so now that the module's out of the way, it's time to move on to the seat belt. Now, let me switch up the lighting a little bit. Scoot that in. Here we go. Now, I don't know exactly how this is gonna go. All I know is it's behind there, and it unscrews right there. Right here. Right here. Got 1 bolt, I'm guessing a 15. And then to pop all of this off, to pop all that off, I'm not 1000% sure how this goes. I'm assuming it's somewhere in there, so we're just gonna get into it and start popping off some plastics. So had to release this plastic piece to get to the seatbelt, and it's giving me a hard time, but nothing we can't get. Really annoying process to get to the seatbelt, and I'm just trying to make it a tad bit easier to not rip apart the seats or the interior or anything in that nature. It'll be a lot harder, so try to get it out. And that is removing a seatbelt. Boy, was that a task. That was so annoying. The airbag module and the seatbelt are probably the most two annoying things I have done so far to this car. Very time consuming, very annoying, very hard to reach spots. And it's just really annoying. Like these little bolts, really annoying to get to. Again, like I said, I try to make it easier on me not to take apart this whole panel, all of this, and the seats. Of course, if you take that all out, it'll be a lot easier. But in my case, I didn't do it. That was a task. That was a task. But we'll keep going. See what else we can do. Okay, so since we got the airbag out and the seatbelt, now we can go on to removing the lip, or the little, whatever you want to call it, I guess a spoiler, the emblems, and start prepping it for paint. Well, not really prepping, but we're going to start sanding. Take all of this off because it's been faded by the sun, the line, and we're going to end up respraying the whole car. So we'll see how that turns out. But for now, let's keep removing stuff and keep it going. Keep the momentum going. So we took the spoiler off, and boy does that look cool without it. Man, wonder why they even put that on there. That's rough. That's really rough. But yeah, we're gonna sand it down and we're gonna paint everything, and it's gonna look hopefully 100%. We'll keep going. I'm gonna take off all the badging and keep going from there. So we couldn't salvage the Civic part, all broken to pieces, but we salvaged the SI part, the most important part. So we'll just repaint it, eliminate the Civic, and just keep the SI right there, kind of like that, and no Civic. So from there, we're gonna keep it going, but it's been a long day. I've had a long day. I came from work directly here, so we'll probably finish finish it up here. It's been a long day, and I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied. But we're gonna finish up here. Basically, I'm gonna take the airbag module and the seatbelt to get it repaired, and repaired and reset, because I couldn't find a black seatbelt anywhere. So we're gonna get that replaced, and next we're going to start sanding down and getting ready for paint, if you want to call it a little bit. Just start sanding down, and the headlights look a little dull, so we're gonna buff those too. We're gonna wet sand and buff them with compound, and hopefully restore them back to original glory. And I'm thinking of doing the bumper and the hood first. I'm gonna paint the bumper and the hood first, just to see how I do before I jump into the whole car, just to be safe. Get some paint and go from there. So thanks as always for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. I actually am looking into another car to get, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be an exciting event, kind of, for me at least. So we're going to get into that. We're going to finish up this car, get it sold, and move on and keep going. So appreciate you guys again. Thanks for watching. Till we meet again.